You've said you will review the Constitution, and it has been mentioned earlier that you would suspend it for 6 months. What would be in operation in the interim?
There are countries without constitutions. There are countries that operate on the procedures. We already have procedures.
So help a Kenyan who is not, privy to that information. How will it work for a Kenyan without a constitution for 6 months?
Let me ask you, or let me ask Kenyans to read the preamble. To read the preamble of the Constitution, which says, "We the people." It is the same preamble which surpasses the Constitution. When you look at articles of the Constitution, they come next. They can be done away with. But you cannot do away with the people. So when Raila wanted to swear himself, he didn't use any of the articles. He used the preamble. So I will use the preamble. So long as the people have given me the mandate, I will ask the people, look, here is the Constitution. I would like you to review it. This is the framework. You review it. And my suggestions, like any other suggestions, are, like on my side, I'll say, can we have death penalty on people who are corrupt? Can we have this? So it's entirely up to the people to look into it. And I'm sure that they will agree with me.
So you will run for 6 months on the preamble? You'll run
on the
Kenya
preamble, yes.
On the preamble?
Yes.
All right. And in terms of the strength of your party, how many other aspirants or candidates do you have under the Roots Party?
That's one thing that I forgot, because the first 2 weeks when we were interviewing them, I had to walk away from the office or from the boardroom, because what I saw was really uncouth. Someone comes with money and puts it there. Nipatie hiyo kiti naenda. You ask him to fill in the form he doesn't want. So in short, we have candidates, but there are not many.
How many?
I can't tell unless my Secretary General is here.
All right, you said you don't have a secretariat, but if you're the leader of the Roots Party, you at least would be expected to know how many constitute the Roots Party. You're going into government.
Well, we are not like these other parties. The party leader, who is the presidential candidate, has his own functions. Other questions can be answered by those who have been developed in those questions.
All right. So on the 2nd of July, you are going to launch your manifesto. Is that still the schedule? Is that still the plan?
It could be, or it could change. Because my grandson is ill. I just learned of it. He's ill in Spain. So I'm calling in a meeting today to find out whether we can launch it earlier or after I come back.
Oh, apologies for that. And
yeah, earlier could be as early as today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whichever. Because it's just reading a piece of paper to the people. Is it not a big deal?
Professor, you're reducing a manifesto to just something good on paper and not really anything that Kenyans can work with in terms of decide who they would want to vote for. Is that what you're saying about the Azimio?
You looked at what was there. My manifesto is my mouth and what I tell them, not what you write, coloring everything and telling lies. In Roots Party, we don't tell lies. We tell them what we can do because we have the solution. We don't tell them these agitating lies. We shall do this, we shall do this. Sitakwambia ganja iko hapo baba. Panda tu kidogo, usivute. Wakati tunahalalisha, hiyo ni mbesha. Hiyo tu ndio Mkenya anataka. Sio kwenda kumwambia Kenya ati I will go to Mount Kenya and come back with tetefly. Iko kama hii Chinese tumejenga vitu hapa, yote tunatoa. Weka kidogo kidogo. Wakati ya njaa, ngoa kidogo usa. Tuendelee na maisha.
Hiyo ni manifesto yako?
Part of it, yeah.
Because a manifesto is something that a leader would be held accountable for. So what would Kenyans hold you accountable to if you were to join the government? Because there's a promise of what you would do, whether it's the first 100 days. What commitment are you giving the Kenyans that they can hold you to? First
of all, this phraseology of 100 days is all concocted with lies. And I'm not going to speak of other parties because they have told lies. 100 days nitafanya. Me, I will be inheriting a debt. And therefore we shall be looking at how to come out of this nonsense. At nitalete pigeon kutoka London ikuja hapa. Hiyo ni upusi. We are inheriting a debt. We are in trouble. We have to do, maybe I might call on citizens to contribute before ganja is grown up to 6 months, because it grows only for 6 months and then it becomes mature. When you look at Singapore, what happened in Singapore when they were bankrupt? Everybody walitoa kila kitu kuweka hapo, gold nini. That is the period which we are looking to. It's a serious period. Hii mambo ya kusema tu within 100 days utafanya hivi. Ile nitafanya yenyewe ni release all those prisoners with petty crimes including ganja. Haya jamaa ambao wamewekwa huko kwa weed, au yote nitatoa. That is simplicity. Lakini kusema tusijui nitalete hii, nitachezea msongo ngoma, ndombolo hakuna. Hiyo is a mourning period. That's a period when we have to reinvent and to look at what has happened in this country for all those years. And once we introduce a death penalty, my friend, I'm not joking, and I'm saying it live on television. Watu wataenda kotini wakipatikana na hatia, kuna hemp, rope, tanyonga hao. But then the good part of it is that we shall have a reprieve. On the side of killing these thugs, we shall have to ask them to choose themselves, to choose the method of death. Because if we don't do away with these people, we are done. Kemsa, alafu mtu anaenda hapa anaanza kuringa hapa tako na pesa, wanakuja kusimama kura ya governor, kura ya nini? Atu tunaongea tunaenda Kodiaga kujaza prison ya nini? Wakule maragueti ya bure. Waende ndani wanyongwe. If you nyong about 10 of them, there will be no theft. Go to Greater Somaliland today. You can sleep with your money outside there.
Surely with your